All right, all right. All right, guys, we get closer to the weekend. All right. Hopefully, we get some decent weather. Hope everybody is doing well. Um, have some family time. Always fun. Always fun family time. All right, what we're going to talk about is talk about that. Stocks that we've been talking about. We've probably talked about it maybe three, maybe four times. I'm gonna go through them again here, and they're starting to come to roost, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna go try to quick with it. We'll see what happens. So we got going on. All right, so industrials are heating up, right? Diamonds tried to make the highs today, got close. All right, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is within reaching. We're close. All right, we're very close today. All right, we got over 503. What did we get today on the diamonds on the high? That is 504.05. Okay, so you think they want to get all of them back up to the highs and just have a huge party? Possibly. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, if you're having a barbecue, you might as well invite all your friends over. All right. Now, that's a little bit more of a truck, all right? To still get back up, we're sitting at 714 right now on the Qs, and we got to get to 722. All right, that's a haul. That's a haul. All right, SPY, same thing. We're trying to get up to 740 now. We're actually a lot closer there. That's reachable. All right. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that happens before the end of the week, but boy, they popped them up pretty good today. But you know what? They were getting sticky. Airlines really strong. All right, all part of what we're going to talk about right now. All right, so I'm going to start and then finish and then get out of your hair. All right, Emerson, EMR, okay, it's been moving, guys. All right, now it's a 2-2 up. It is poised to start moving. What did I talk about when we first did this video? We're going to get in on the weekly trade, okay? This is a nice weekly here. All right, we got 1 day left. I potentially could see if we have another nice day here tomorrow, okay? We're getting real close on changing this color at 141, all right? And we start to maybe make that move, all right? There's the weekly right there. That's the week that we want to be taking up, okay? All right, so let's see what happens tomorrow. We'll finish out this week, all right? It's outside. It's an outside month as well. All right, with the 213. So everybody in kind of in the house here. All right. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. If we get anything better, we're actually coming back down a little bit right now. We're at 33.95, but that's what we're going to be looking for. We're looking for that 2 up on that week to get that month back in action. All right, we'll see if that happens. Emerson, Norfolk Southern, NSC, these guys are still stalled, so we're going to wait on these guys. I like where the month is. The week is horrible. All right, the week can be taken for sure. All right, inside on the week, inside on the month here, nothing going on there. All right, so we'll see what happens this one. I think we got more time on this one. We'll see if the exhaustion risk shows up down here, okay? And then and we'll see. All right, so Norfolk Southern, inside, we're going to be waiting on that guy. CSX has got the same problem, right? Rails kind of came back in. This one's better, but a shooter down on weak isn't for us. All right, so we're going to wait for these two. They're really not there yet, so we'll see. What was the other one that we had in there? We had Merck, MRK, and MRK. Are we going to be taking a week up? Oh, yeah, we are. All right. So 2-2 back up here. That would take the week back up, and then our next magnitude would be 119.44. I think we're going to go there. I think we're going to go better. All right, 3-1 inside right now on the Merc in the month. So we're going to be looking for that 3-1-2 month coming into the end of next week. Okay, so this all could trigger. All right, with the week coming in, and then the new month. All right, ba-boom. All right, we'll see what happens there. Merc is better for sure. Honeywell is this one is still. No, it's good. All right, it's actually very good. All right, this has come a long way for us. I wrote down that original date. I'm gonna tell you that original date when I first started talking about this. All right, there's probably been people in here now that weren't in there before. Well, I need to get more people. Tell your friends, get them in here. Let's go. All right, fill up this Discord. Build a community of traders that can do some damage. All right. So Honeywell, there we go. Coming back up on the hour right now. It's just a 3-2 upper. How about a 3-2-2? Do I say that a lot? I say 3-2-2. That's what I say. All right. So week looks good. It looks like we got the inside month. We're going for 237.02. That's our target right now. All right. Honeywell, better. There's going to be some pullbacks, and you know what's going to happen. You're going to get triangled out every now and again. Who is starting to get better? Who has been starting to get recovery? Airlines. And I don't even like to think that they're doing this, but the airlines are moving. All right, 2-2 back up on the daily. All right, this has been 2 brilliant days. I've been in American Airlines. I kind of got out like an idiot. I can't remember exactly how that went down, but I was in it. Okay, so we all do our thing. All right, so American Airlines 2-2 back up, closed up at 13.59 today. All right, so my support level is down here at this 11.97. I actually think that the price is really around 12.30. All right, that would be $12.30. I think you got strong support at that level. I saw the stock hold there for a while. All right, look at the month. That's 2 up already on the month. All right, and look at this one with the 3-2-2 week. How do you like those apples? All right, back up. Let's look at the bigger picture. All right, look at the room. Manja. Okay, so sometimes I speak Italian. Coming back up on this one right here, 14.18. All right, we'll call that our target for now. I think we get better than that, guys. All right, so American Airlines, better. All right, I think they all are better. I'm going to narrow it down to which ones I think are really special. United Airlines is 2-2 up this one, and now they got the contract. They got the contract with all the with other workers, so in a much better place than they were. There was a lot of stuff going on here with no contracts, and this is why you saw this move and all the problems that they were having with the airports. So all this business, all right, triangle out for sure. Okay, our next target, I'm going to go up even there and say 105.94. All right, what do we got? 3-2-2 up on the week. Taking out month, getting back up to maybe 119.21. All right, United Airlines, they're getting better. All right, so we're gonna wait. We got to find a way to get in. All right, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that too. All right, so United Airlines is gonna be in there. Delta Airlines. 2-2 up on that one as well. So they're finally starting to look better. We don't want to be the first guy to the party. All right, we don't want to be that guy. 2-2 up here. All right, this is where the expansion will happen on the upside, right? When we start going up through months. All right. So 2 up on the month already here. Look at this thing. It's stout. It's sitting on the high of the month right now. All right. Continuation to the upside. 76.39 today. All right. We definitely want to be looking at Delta on weakness, all right? There will be weakness. We're going to be watching pullbacks on American Airlines. I'm going to be watching Delta and LUV. How about Love with the 2 back up on the weekly with the inside month just cooking real good, all right? That is a month cooking, all right? So airlines, I think we're at the right spot. I didn't want to say it too early. I didn't want to say it too late. But I think after looking at today's charts, I was like, damn, all of a sudden these things are looking really good. All right. So we got the airlines, and then we look at jets. I'm just going to go through for these right now. All right. We had some other ones. I had some satellite stocks. They're not doing that well right now. They've just been having some issues. But I like the jets on the 2 up today. I love where it's at. It goes with the rest of the crew. 2 back up, all right? This Jets should move right along with you, and that could be a good navigator. When you see some of them start to break down, then you can kind of, pick up where they're falling off at. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I got I'm watching CRWV. I'm watching that one, and I'm watching Intel kind of closely. I really have shrunk my world down on tech. There's just so much. You gotta pick what you can pick, what you like, and like for me, Boeing. I watch Boeing every day, so the reason why I like Boeing is because when my dad was, I worked on the Chicago Stock Exchange, and I worked on all these exchanges in Chicago for years. My dad always used to come down on the trading floor. He's like, where's that Boeing? Where you buy that Boeing? So I had to buy Boeing. Yeah, so I've been holding Boeing for a number of years on and off. But anyhow, so pick your stock. What do you like to do? Don't make your world too big. Shrink it down a little bit. It's going to help you. All right, definitely going to help you. And then I want to do a couple. And then maybe down into the next month, I'm going to dial down on more of how to get into good trades. All right, that's the next thing that I want to try to hitting that sweet spot. Where and you're going to get triangled on anyway, but you're not going to get as triangled as bad as others do, okay? Because we do know that this is a tough racket doing this, okay? Day trader, this is like 1.5% of the people that work in America do this stuff, all right? So it's like playing golf. So you're either going to be in it to win it, or you're just going to have to be, you got to find your thing. All right, whatever your thing is, whatever it is, if it doesn't matter what you do. I want to talk more about psychology of trading and things like that too. So, all right, I'm going to put a new Discord out link. All right, my Discord now is going to be getting connected to trade the news possibly soon here. I'll have a live feed of that going in there. So that is a valuable tool, and it ain't cheap. All right. So, anywho, all right. I think we're on to something here. All right. Emerson, Merck, and Honeywell, and then we got the trains, and the trains are not playing ball right now. All right, the airlines are like right in a wheelhouse, if you know what I mean. All right, so I gotta let you go on that. All right, so everybody have a good evening and be good.